Hello, welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here. We have a special guest here. It is my twin brother, Richard. Say hello, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
Excellent. So, what I'm doing here is I'm actually opening up a 64. And why am I opening up a 64? Well, because I stole a chip out of the 128. And I don't have a 128 power supply handy, but I know that I can test this chip in the 64. Richard, can you guess what chip I would want to test?
Can I what?
Can you guess what chip that I would want to be testing?
How about a SID chip?
Yes, that's the one. Right now I'm taking a pencil with a rubber band, not a rubber band, a rubber eraser at the end. I'm just shining up the pins. A bit. You never know what micro corrosion there could be. Good golly, is that an... Oh, okay. And then I will figure, there's the witness mark. And I will put this in. And now I will grab a power supply thing. Power switch is off. I will put it in. I will move the screws. Now where is the diagnostic cartridge that I just had? Aha, I think I have found it. Okay, here is the Retro Rewind 4-in-1 diagnostic cartridge. So I will put the powers off, never turn the computer on with the cartridge in, and now I will find the cable to go to the monitor. The monitor I'm using today, Richard, is actually, oh, that's not it. Oh, it's over here. It's a 1084S, which was for the Amiga, but it also has wonderful inputs. Beautiful inputs for most everything Commodore made. So we'll turn on the monitor. So Richard, here, by the way, this 128 looked absolutely like awful. It has broken keys. It's disgusting. I don't see any signs of water, but oh, it was dirty and filthy and gross. What do you bet the chances of this SID chip working are?
I'm going to bet that it works just fine.
Okay, well, let's turn on the 64. And the diagnostics are running. Oh, did I unplug that phone? Heavens. Did I unplug the phone? I guess the phone fell. Just a moment. Now, where did the microphone go? Okay. People. Microphone. Okay, so it is running through the diagnostic-y things. And of course, for the moment, it makes no sound. Why? Because, well, we're not there yet. We are almost there. The gentle rumble. That is beautiful sound. Okay, I'm going to do one other thing. I'm going to switch this to the dead test. I think I got the right one, but we'll see in a second. So, we're flashing something weird. Okay, sometimes it's better to turn it right off. Okay. So there are two dead tests on this cartridge. One of them has a thing where it also... No, this is not the one. One of them has, besides testing the SID chip, it also has what's called a filters test, where it does more cool stuff. So you can better guarantee that the SID chip is actually working well. So, we'll see. Now, I guess the next thing I will do in the next video is look around probably downstairs and try and find a Commodore 128 power supply. Actually, Richard, I've been tidying up in here and I wasn't really doing any investigative stuff. But then I thought, you know, I've done a bunch. I want to do a little exploring. So this other thing, which is called the C64 Dead Test, ST10 from Retro Rewind, is coming. And, funny, it doesn't test the sound generator voices, but it does this other stuff, which soon you will be able to hear, which also ensures that the SID chip is functioning. But we're not, oh, the screen has cleared, which means that soon it will happen. Soon, but not yet. Soon it will happen. And that is the filters test, which I have not found anything else that does that except for this thing. And it does seem that it's just fine. Just fine.
According to the prophecy, as I stated.
Yes. So that works just dandy. Now, I will have to go find the power supply. Actually, you know, recently I did find another 128. I went downtown to get it. Chances are in the box, in the car, but I haven't unloaded yet. It's a power supply. Now, does it work? Probably. 128 power supplies were pretty good. But I don't know, and I'm just glancing around the room here. I don't see any. I don't. Anyway. I will see. Because the 128, well, dirty. Oh, it's funny. I found an empty socket in it. And I thought, oh dear. But you know what? It's kind of like the PET. In that it has this empty socket that could be something that people add to it with. Like with another kind of ROM. Kind of like, you know, Paperclip, WordPro, other things. Mind you, they were not adding programs or capabilities. They were just making sure you had bought the program. Aha. Let's listen again. Whoa. We're doing well here. Follow the bouncing ball. Funny, this, okay, so that's enough of that. This 64 case, like this is an older one, it's kind of ugly, but the thing works fine. It almost looks like there's been some animal chewing on it. All right.
Wow.
I'm going to turn that off. Turn off the monitor. And I will stop recording because now I have to go hunting for power supply to test to see if the 128 works. My guess is that it won't. The SID chip was a pretty good, safe, you know, yeah, probably. The whole machine? Probably not. And I'd have to really hunt around to see if a cable to check the 80 column mode. And there are broken keys on the keyboard, of course. Anyway, all right. Well, that's it from the TV room. Richard?
Yep.
Say goodbye, Richard.
That's it from me. Goodbye, Richard, from the dock at Moore Falls, looking at the lake.
Lovely. Is the sun setting?
Oh, not yet.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I'm sitting in the shade, but the sun is still quite evident, and the sky is clear and blue.
Lovely. Lovely. All right. We'll see you again soon back here in the TV room. Maybe we'll test this 128. Until then, have a lovely day. Bye for now.